Hi, I'm Mark Donnan. In this video, I want to show you the secret sauce of the entire traffic system, because it's not only about video. I do believe video is one of the most important ingredients, but actually video allows you to bring people to your site along with a variety of other methodologies. When they've arrived, there's an opportunity to convert them better through the content of the video and the quality of the video that you produce. But it needs to be done inside a framework, and the framework is something called a squeeze page and a landing page. And in between that, you need to have an opportunity to engage with your client through something called an opt-in. Now, this is how it all fits together. When you've driven some traffic to your satellite website and you've got a video produced for that satellite website, which is one problem, one solution, beside the video, much like this one that you can see on the screen now, you would put an opt-in box beside the video. And that opt-in box is where you really want the prospect to put in their name and their email address in return for something favourable, some ethical bribe, if you like, to give them an opportunity to give you something and receive something in return. Now, this is really a very important part of your traffic system, because once they're in there and they've given you, with their permission, the email address, you now need to provide them with something of quality as a reward for doing that. And on an ongoing basis, you're then into what's called an autoresponder sequence, where you can set up a sequence of emails and a sequence of communications which automatically go out to that same prospect, because they might not be at the peak of their buying cycle at that moment. They've searched for the keyword, they've liked your video, they've landed on your squeeze page, but they might not want to stay. Now, this is where brochure websites and vanity websites get it completely wrong, because when visitors come to a website, they're very unlikely to go back again. They bounce back off. If they've opted in because you've given them something of high value and high quality, and they've given you their email address, you've now got a chance to talk to them again. You've got an opportunity to develop that relationship through a digitized methodology. So the squeeze page is the most important part of the entire traffic system that we're talking about. In fact, in the same way that your satellite sites revolve around the sun, which is your main website, these are all squeeze pages. So the squeeze page is there for one reason only: to get them to opt in, to get them to say, yes, you may communicate with me on a regular basis. Don't overdo it, but yes, you can talk to me on a regular basis. And this is important because you're now using an opportunity to use email and video in the way that you get your client engaged. Very, very powerful and very important, because at each stage of your communication cycle, your prospects, each of them will rise to the top of their buying cycle at different times. Now, here's something you might not know. Every single time you send out an email broadcast to all of those prospects that have opted in, you're likely to get pretty much exactly the same response rate. Now, the response rate will differ by industry, it'll differ by sector, it'll even differ by search phrase, which is why the keyword research is so important. But every time you send out an email, and the email can be, go look at another new video, but every time you do that, you can expect similar results. Every single time. So 7, 8, 9, 10 times exposure to your message is pretty much guaranteed to get them to take action on the next step of your cycle.